In no time, Goya finds them. Thus, the rebel force grows stronger. To overthrow the Queen's rule, they must stockpile food, create vast weapons. They prepare for a decisive strike. While investigating the Queen's secrets, they find out by chance evidence of the Queen helping her daughter Sombochi. The so-called chosen ones were all a facade. Meanwhile, the Queen's henchmen notice supplies going missing. They become suspicious. She sends her men to the place where Ayla was executed. They find no blood on the ground, no remnants of clothing either. This means the other side is still alive. The Queen is shocked upon learning this. Right now outside, under Sombo's careful care, Mr. Chen's injury has not improved. In fact, it has worsened. His coworker, with no choice, informs Mr. Chen's father. Little did they know, Mr. Chen's father was a warlord. Seeing his son in such a terrible state, the general took him back to camp for surgery. At this point, Little Bai woke up, only to find that Kara was gone. The pistol and bullets in the box were also missing. It was clear she took them. Little Bai had to find Sombo. He told her Kara was missing. She was likely back at the hidden village. He asked Sombo for her location. He had something important to find her for. Sombo said the Misty village is sacred. Men cannot enter. The Little Bai got no answer. He learned from Sombo that it was in a misty area, and the valley's ducts have the thickest fog. When Sombo returned to the tent, she found her husband was safe. She could hardly contain her joy. But before they could revel in it, the general learned Sombo was from Misty village. His expression changed instantly. Ignoring his son's desperate pleas, he ordered the soldiers to take Sombo outside and bind her. Then, while washing up, the claw marks on his back were chilling. They were identical to those of Mr. Chen's colleague. Clearly, he fought with the creature from Misty village. Mr. Chen can't grasp why that's behaving odd. Is it because Sombo comes from Fog Village? From their conversation, we find out Mr. Chen's never met his mom. The blogger has a guess here. Mr. Chen's mother is likely from Fog Village as well. The general spots Sombo here. He shows the marks on his skin, suggesting allow his son to wed a woman from Fog Village. Because he has suffered greatly, everyone inside is a demon. The general gets angrier at Fog Village's name. He seems to hold a deep grudge. Just then, a soldier comes to report. Orders come down to move out fast. Sombo thought Mr. Chen would send her away, but to her surprise, he lets her join the troops. Kara arrives at Fog Village's gate, ready to go back to uncover the truth. Before opening the portal, she tests her gun. This makes Little Bai hear a gunshot behind. He follows the sound of the gun. He sees Kara with the key enter the mist. Little Bai sneaks in after her to the village. The rebels led by General Era are growing stronger. Strange events left few of her hairs while styling. The queen flew into a rage. She was made a slave. She had no idea she was loyal for so long, yet she faced such a fate. Faced with Queen's tyranny, she joined the uprising due to the maid's familiarity with Queen's arrangements. With her help, the uprising successfully raided Queen's armory. At that moment, Kara entered Misty Village with the key, only to be stopped by the Guardian. She was commanded to drink the memory potion first. Kara was set on finding the truth. Desperate, she shot into the sky. This shot alarmed everyone in the village. She helped Kara subdue both of them. She proceeded to a room in the village, just about to rest a bit. Suddenly, a figure appeared outside. Kara's heart raced to her throat. Cleverly, she quietly subdued him from behind. Her husband, Liu Bai. This made Kara even more anxious, because if Queen discovered him, he'd leave not a single bone left. Early the next morning, Queen's men discovered the two guardians tied up. They learned Kara had entered the village. They immediately set out to arrest her as ordered by Queen. At this time, Kara had finished packing. Little Bai went to find the truth about her mom's death. Little Bai saw her resolve. She wanted her to stay alert, because she was carrying their mutual offspring. With her status, Little Bai had to hide and wait. Little did they know, just after Kara left, a group of guardians found her residence. Little Bai, scared, quickly hid under the bed. They saw Kara's luggage and told everyone to catch her. Little Bai overheard their conversation. Meanwhile, Queen saw a glimmer of hope for victory. Originally, she had no means to deal with the rebels led by Lara. Now she only needed to find Kara first, her daughter Kara, to pressure her into surrender. Little Bai feared Kara was in danger, so she secretly ran out to find her. She told her that the whole village was after her. This made Kara aware something was amiss. There must be some secret involved. Passed by here. From them, she learned that her mother Lara was not dead, but had become the leader of the rebels. It was complicated. Kara is desperate to see her mother, but the queen has sent guards to every key point. The only option is for Kara to wait here. They hurry to the cave to tell Lady Raka the good news. Lady Raka shed tears of joy. Just an hour before the mother and daughter reunited, Queen's guard suddenly spotted Kara. Before she could resist, she was knocked out with a stick. When Xiaobao arrived, he found Kara's fallen gun. He quickly saw that Kara was in peril. Meanwhile, outside, Lord Epping was looking for Sombo under the Queen's orders, but Dad Chen's people detected her. They tied her to a tree. Dad Chen questioned if she was from the Mist Village. Epping refused to answer, but Dad Chen had already guessed. Dad Chen asked if there were twin sisters in her village. Epping wondered how he knew. Those twins were undoubtedly Lady Raka and her sister. What connection did Dad Chen have with them? After Dad Chen left, Sombo quietly approached. Epping urged Sombo to return with her. If they didn't bring Sombo back, she would be in danger. Sombo was shocked by her mother's crazy behavior. She reluctantly agreed to save Ampang's child, stop her mom from more mistakes. That evening, she brewed a pot of secret tea. She lied, saying it was tea for Dad Chan's man. She also tricked Mr. Chan into drinking it. Soon, they all fell unconscious one by one. Sombo untied Ampang's ropes. The two prepared to return at once. Little did they know, chaos had erupted in the village. In the sacred, inviolable women's village, a man suddenly barged in. Two women spotted him. They took him before Lord Raka of the rebels. The women here screamed in terror upon seeing him. Because they were taught from a young age that men are demons. After some questioning, Lord Raka learned that the man was Kara's husband, her daughter's. He was the child's father. Worried, she'd sneaked into the village. Queen had captured Kara in advance. She asked where her daughter Sombo was. Kara asked why she'd ordered her mother's death. Queen evaded blame by claiming it was the moon goddess' judgment. Kara questioned, wasn't it her mother? Isn't it true she found your plot? Queen was infuriated and embarrassed. She had her imprisoned in the dungeon. Then she called an urgent meeting. Outwardly, she claimed she had captured the daughter of the rebel leader, Kara. She must surrender quickly. Otherwise, Kara will face the moon goddess' judgment. The slave Goya received the news. She rushed back to the cave to tell Lord Raka. Lord Raka nearly fell apart after that. For a moment, she didn't know what to do. She just told her men to take Little Bai away. But Little Bai refused to leave. He wanted to stay and save his wife, Kara. Just as everyone was at a loss, Amping finally came back with Sombo. Her arrival gave Kara a glimmer of hope. Queen finally saw her longed-for daughter. Mission accomplished. Amping also reunited with her daughter as she wished. Then Healer examined Sombo's belly. She stated it was likely a girl. Queen was very pleased. Thus, her daughter could take her place. Then, she made her drink the cure, so she'd forget everything else. But Sombo was already doubting her mom. She asked her mom why Lady Raka had to die, and why Kara was to be arrested. Queen suddenly turned very serious. She audaciously accused them of breaking the law. Sombo begged her mother to spare Kara, because she had saved her more than once out there. If only her mom would agree, she would drink the purification potion. Surprisingly, the queen agreed to free Kara. Sombo naively drank the potion, but as the scene shifted, the queen's expression changed. What was just said was merely a lie. However, she never expected. In fact, Sombo had his own plans. She wants to remember her husband, Mr. Chen. She desperately wants to know her mother's scheme. So, she prepared a vomiting herb in advance. Afterward, she threw out the potion. Meanwhile, Lord Raka, after a night of deep contemplation, decided not to surrender because at this moment, she is more than just a mother. She carries the duty to free all women here. She should not be so selfish. This also means she must sacrifice her daughter, Kara. Little Bai disagreed no matter what. Even if she was alone, she would rescue Kara. Then, she drew her gun at those blocking her. She fired a shot into the ground. Everyone was startled by the deafening sound. They had never seen such a powerful weapon. It could actually shatter hard stone. Witnessing its power, Lord Raka told Little Bai to use it to save her daughter. The queen knew they wouldn't stay passive, preparing to catch them in a trap. Meanwhile, Sombo came to the dungeon to see Kara. Seeing Sombo safely return, Kara finally feels at ease. But soon after, they have a big argument. Sombo assures Kara that he will uncover his mother's plot to find out the truth. The parents' feud meant that they could never go back to how they were before. By late night, Little Bai and company sneak into the dungeon. They defeat the guard to prepare to rescue Kara. Yet they found no trace of Kara. Then, the voice of the guardian comes from outside. They quickly realize they've been fooled. At a key moment, Sombo shows up. She tells Little Bai to use her as bait. Only then did they manage to escape. The queen enrages upon hearing this. She can't understand why Sombo was there. Meanwhile, outside, he decides to go to Mist Village for his wife. Unexpectedly, he enters the mist barrier. He's attacked by a strange monster. His servant is injured badly as well. Just when both think they're doomed, Dad Chen arrives with the army just in time. He saves the two from danger. Along the way, the male servant faints. Mr. Chen feels very guilty seeing this. He blamed himself for being so reckless. Dad Chen went nearby to help the servant find water. Little did he know he'd meet Raka here, Lord Raka's twin sister. Dad Chen seemed to know her quite well. His eyes lit up with both surprise and anger. In the next episode preview, Raka has taken Sombo